Good morning. Right, it's Monday morning. I hope everybody's had a lovely weekend. I've got into a bit of a habit of doing these what's going out, what's sold at the weekend videos, but I actually did a post run on Saturday afternoon because the girls had a haircut down the road and it's right near my parcel shop. So, oh no, I don't think that's a service. No, it's not. Yeah, so I dropped off, I think, 6 parcels on Saturday. And I've got another 7 to do today. So that's quite reasonable for me. It's been a reasonable weekend. Yeah, it's no like Q4 figures, but yeah, I'll get into that a little bit. Oh, that's going to keep going off, isn't it? Let's just switch that off. So good morning. Who's in? Hi, Al. Hi, Money Mental. Lex. Thank you, Lex. Hi, Caroline. Hi, Karen. Hi, Scooby Shaggy. Hi, Gemma Lou. Self-employed dreamer and Carrie J. Laying in the bath. Oh, how lovely. Bit of quality time. Weekend turned out well in the end after a slow Friday. Good. Yeah. I mean, the fear is, I've already mentioned this on Insta, but it's June next month and people are already talking about the summer slowdown. Some people responded with, it can't get any slower than this. Hi, Andrea. Hi, Kelly. God, live, I don't know what us clothing sellers are going to do in the summer. This is probably hysterical laughing. Well, thing is, I think you go through, I think it's a bit like, this is going to sound ridiculous, but sometimes I think about this. You know, there's like, if you lose something or lose someone, there's like a little grieving cycle when you go through certain emotions, and like, you know, like you could have anger and then you have something else and then you're upset. And I feel like this is what eBay does to me. I think I've been going through some kind of cycle of emotions, and then at the moment I'm like, so I've got QuickBooks, and so instead of just looking at this month, which would be pretty horrific, I'm looking, right, just look at the tax year. And for last year, because March was horrific, I looked at the whole year. I'm like, actually, the whole year for my first year compared to what I used to earn was all good. I earned more and I did less work than I used to work for a charity. So that's fine. It's fine. Oh, freaking heck. Phone keeps farting. So, yeah, so instead of, because to be honest, my QuickBooks for this month looks like I'm on target to just about break even if I'm lucky. Partly because I'm investing in stock. I'm going to call it investing. Yeah, so that could be pretty disheartening because March was my worst, and I said that was 50% profit, but at least I'm, you know, investing something, and there's some sales coming through. It's not like March. It's just that I'm probably spending a fair amount as well. So yeah, so I'm just looking at the tax year rather than this month, because otherwise that would be pretty harsh. 7 stages of grief. Yeah, I think that's what I'm thinking about. So that's me and eBay. Denial. What's Carrie J saying? I've got about 4 huge boxes of summer stocks. It's going to slow down. Well, we chatting on Insta, because the thing is, I was just mentioning this to somebody the other day, like, still get it on, still list it. It may sell this summer anyway. However, you know, I've sold a bikini at Christmas before, because you've got those people that are going for winter sun and they're, you know, they look in the wardrobe and go, oh God, I need shorts or something after all. Still wear shorts? Yeah, people wear shorts, don't they? And the stock, that stuff isn't in the shops, it's all winter gear, so then they come to eBay. So you'll sell summer stuff in the winter even, so still it's fine. And at least after the summer slowdown, Q4 is coming. Right. Yeah. Right, I'll show you what's going out anyway. Yeah, and of these, there's 7. Excuse me, 7 sales from yesterday. 1 was an offer to watcher. And my offer to watchers button, I kind of, you know, when you first get a watcher, if I've got 1 watcher, I kind of think, oh, ought to give them a couple of days to buy it off their own back. But then I think, oh, but at the moment that they're at their most interested in the item, that they've just watched it, they've just found it. And if they're looking around elsewhere, they might find it elsewhere if they don't take my item. Kelly's probably going to go, God, Shelley, you overthink this. But I know that, you know, because if you're trying to like do no spending or something, the thing to do if you want to buy something is to go away and think about it. And if you still want it like after a week or 2 weeks or something, then you definitely want it. But often you just go off the item. So I'm kind of thinking at that beginning bit when they've just watched it, they're still interested in my item. So I'll leave it just a couple of days and then the offer goes out. So I've got some at the top of my watches list that I feel like, so I've just had strawberry crisp for breakfast with no milk, and I feel like I'm choking on bits of flake. Yeah, so I've got loads at the top that I've got loads and loads of watches that I've used up all my offers on. I can't send any more out, but well, it kind of pays off. So yeah, out of 7, one was off to Watcher, one was the sale that I've got on most stuff. I think it was 10% off. And one was somebody approached me with an offer. Get that quite a lot. I haven't got offers on, I haven't got best offer on, but I get a lot of messages saying, would you take blah, blah. And it was this porcelainose, I'd not heard of it before, but I picked it up because it was only a couple of, it's like £2 odd. And I thought, oh, it seems like good quality. I don't know if you can, is there somewhere where you can see the no? I'm not about to see that. Oh, there we go. There's a nice big thing there. These actually new are really expensive, but just, I've had it on for ages and I had it really high to start with and I couldn't flog it. And I think it was on for 27 plus postage. And she said, would I take 21 plus postage? And I just wasn't really in the mood. I just said, no, sorry. And didn't try and back and forth. And then he just came back and said, I could stretch to 24. I was like, yeah, all right. Just hit the reply with offer. So that's going out and I've had it for quite a while. So, oh, let's see, what have you sold? Oh, who's come in? Hi, Paul. Hi, Sam. It's a total mind off that button. I know. I just use them all up as soon as I can, to be honest, because to be honest, I've got a fair amount of sales from it. Like 1 in 7 doesn't seem much, but I've had times when a lot have accepted. Yeah. It's weird because the offers to watches, that's not in the control of eBay. Like you said, well, I mean, like in that you send it out, it's up to the person to accept or not. But it does seem to go through flows. When I first got that button, oh my God, about half my sales were coming from offers to watches. But maybe they're all getting offers from different sellers now, and that might, like everything's gonna sort of slow it down, isn't it? Oh, Lex has sold a retro dress, £16, lovely. Ooh, top trumps. Sam has just sold a jacket for 60. Oh, on offers to watches. There you go. Yeah, that's what I think. Well, just pull my thing on there. There we go. Oh, flipping heck, this. It's a pure cashmere. I wouldn't normally sell it this cheap, but it's Marks and Sparks autograph. But it's clearly been washed not very delicately. So it's one of those where it's a size 10 label, but I've said it measures an 8, blah, blah, blah. It's like a waterfall cardie, and it's only gone for, I need my phone now. It's not gone for very much because I have had it on for so long. I reduced it. It's gone for 25. See, pure cashmere I'd normally sell for 30, but and I've already, so it must have sold Saturday night or Sunday. I had a message this morning going, oh, hi, sorry to bother. I really want that cardie for Friday. And so I was like, oh, for crying out loud. So I just sent one back saying it'll be posted today. There's no parcel pickup on a Sunday. From later today, there'll be a tracking number, because I thought I don't want to keep bothering me. I said there'll be a tracking number in the listing and you'll be able to track it. And boom. And then I've just gone back saying, I know there's no post on a Sunday. That was it. That's what she said. I thought, you're the one chasing, madam. I've just given you the facts. Anyway, yeah, 25 quid. So pleased to be getting rid. It's a weird thing. I recognise that this is fairly lush. If I had a wedding, could I get away with? Oh yeah, I might be able to get away with wearing something like this. But I think probably I probably showed this on a haul. It's Ted Baker. What is it? A 4. It's a reasonable size.
It's a British luxury retail company. It is listed on the
Alexa's telling me about Ted Baker. Alexa, stop. I didn't even say Alexa, did I? Yeah, so there we go. But I'm so out of love with Ted Baker. Because it's a lush dress. I think this must be a fairly recent. I'm not really up with when, this is last season's or seasons before on Ted Baker. But what I can tell you is I used to sell these for I wouldn't take less than 40 on Ted Baker dresses. But some of the shirts, everything just seems to be flooded. Ted Baker seems to be just everywhere now. So I actually sold this. This was in the sale. This one went for $31.50. But I don't trust myself with stuff like this because I don't know if it's silk. But it's that floaty, it's even there's pattern, there's light bits. I just worry that I'm gonna get it caught on a nail or chuck something out. I just don't like doing things like this. So I'm glad that's gone. I think I find myself a lot saying, "Oh, then I ain't selling these." I don't mind selling that porcelain loaves organizer thing. But please might help. Oh, it's just. Thing is, I guess my response was very factual because I just thought, oh, for goodness sake, I couldn't have even posted it yesterday. And it was just it's going today. But yeah, you do without sending a nasty message back. Yeah, a dress. Yeah, it is pretty. Yeah, see, Caroline, you can sell. You can sell wedding outfits of Armour, can't you? I feel like, I don't know, I'm not to be trusted with them. I feel like I'm going to ruin them before they go anywhere. That's literally how I feel. There must be something weird about me. Let's just add that to the list of weirdness. This is fab. Oh, where's the extra bit? Should be an extra bit. Oh yeah, there we go. I absolutely love this. It's a folk, there's the label, folk shirt. It's so fabulous. It's nice design, but that collar is detachable. So you literally, it buttons off, and you could fold this down. You could have it as a grandad collar, or you could put this collar on. So it'll be all one color, one check. Just think that's absolutely fabulous. And I think size 4 is a medium, I believe, in folk. It's one of those things that has its own sizing. And I'm trying to see what it went for actually. I think it's going, I can't remember where it's going, but I think it's GSP. It's sold for 35. So very happy with that because I think it cost me £6 odd. It's about £21 profit, I think. So yeah. I mean, I'm happy selling shirts. Also, the guys generally, apart from that weird guy that called me on Friday night, are fairly simple to deal with. Even the keywords are fairly simple. I don't get involved with, it's floaty or flippy or lagan look. For men, it's long sleeved, it's got collar, it's buttons. Just find it much easier. Maybe I'm a simple creature as well. Oh, Caroline, yeah, plenty of hanging space. Yeah, because suits a thing that I hate dealing with as well. Yeah. Oh, are you really doing a video of you putting shelves up, Lex, or is that a kinky thing? Right. Oh, this is quite cute. It's a bit like utility chic. That's totally not because it's like a cardi, but you know what I mean, with the epaulettes, and it's kind of like that style of how an army jacket would be with all the pockets. Now it's whistles. Don't think I paid much for this. Oh, interestingly, might be interesting for you. I have just started in the last couple of weeks putting in the SKU. I could have done this years ago, a year ago, how much I paid for something. So I can start letting you know, and it was of interest to me as well. This, I think this was the, was this the offer to watcher? I think it was. This went for 18, and I imagine I must have had it on at 20. So had it for a little while. Don't think I paid much though. There we go. Oh, Andy checks in. Hi, Andy. I saw that you had a live on Insta. I'll have a look later. I did go through a little phase of picking up a fair few like little zip up things, you know, like Adidas, Nike. In fact, I sold a Nike spill out one, which went on Saturday. I guess it's the kind of weather for it, isn't it? This in-betweeny weather. Can't remember where I got this from. I don't think it was much, but this is the nice thing that I like on it. I do still like these, but I had a fear that I was going to be lumbered with more and they weren't going to sell. Let's see what it went for. Went for 26. That's an odd amount, maybe. Yeah, 26. So yeah, I don't think I paid much. That's all good. Is any? Oh, wow, that's a very good point. Anyone ending their items and restarting, or you just letting the good to cancel run? Because something I put in my stories, I had a couple of responses to. More than a couple of people messaged me saying they were going to be ending their listings and restarting to get the boost, which is really interesting. Because also I was thinking, oh yeah, but we've been told, I'm so gullible, we've been told that if you leave it longer on the good to cancel, then it's going to feature in the search engines. And so if you stop it, then you're going to lose all that. And then somebody said to me, how many people do you know goes into Google to look for a secondhand Ted Baker dress? If they want secondhand, they're going to go onto eBay and look for Ted Baker dress. And I thought, oh, you're so right. Like, so right. For somebody who overthinks things, that was kind of enlightening. So I've not got a plan to stop everything and restart at the moment, but I might get there. Oh, Joan, you and yours. Half and half from Caroline. That's all pants fluff. Oh, right. For the big sellers. God, I'm so gullible. I do go, oh, right, okay, that's okay. Idiot. Right, I posted this on Instagram, my fave sale of the weekend, not the most expensive, went for 20 quid. Look at that print. I've forgotten actually, what are these types of birds called? I should know this on the Liberty print. Oh, it looks a bit crinkled there, doesn't it? Shouldn't do. Yeah, look at that. Vintage goodness. Very nice. And I can't remember where I got it from, but I will pay up to about £3 for a tie generally. Unless it was some kind of really sought after thing that I knew I was going to get a small fortune on. But yes, off 20. And I've got a little, I don't know, I've probably got half a dozen ties at the moment that I've just enjoyed picking up. Plenty of people will be looking for secondhand high-end clothing as it's cheaper. Yeah. Oh, Andrea, though, but the point I was making was that how many people do you know that would just Google search it rather than if you were looking for secondhand high-end clothing, you'd just go into eBay and then search it rather than using external search engines, which I kind of think, yeah, I think you're right on that. So I don't think I've done a haul video in absolute yonks because as I was fluffing on about a while back, before I had that eye issue, I was really not finding much in my charity shops. And actually since then I've been out a little bit and it's very similar to what it was prior to that. Oh, no, I don't think it is a heron. I think it's more like some magical bird. It looks a bit like a heron, but I bet it's some kind of, do you know what I mean? Like mythical bird. Yeah, so going forwards for me, that's probably going to be true for a lot of us, unless your name's Mandy. You live next to those incredible always giving shops that she's got. I think I'm going to have to really diversify. In fact, I've already started. Oh, what's that? People are using Google Shopping to find an item. Is that if they're looking for something in particular? Phoenix. Yes, I think that's it, isn't it? That rises from the ashes. Yeah, I bet it's a phoenix. Thank you. Yeah, thanks, Indy. Or Griffin. I think, yeah, phoenix, I think. So there's a what? A fashion Google Shopping. Oh God, I'm an idiot. What's Google Shopping? I'll have to have a look for that. Actually, Caroline, yeah, it's just roadkill. That's what it is, that band. Yeah, so I have tried in the last year. I have bought from a jumble trail. I've had some really good Facebook pickups actually. In the winter, car boots finished. And so the majority of the sourcing I did was from charity shops. That's massively going to change because I'm just not finding the stuff. Don't know whether people are worried at the moment with the political climate and they're not donating, or if there are other resellers getting there quicker because more people are reselling, or if charity shops are hiving off the best stuff to put online themselves. Who knows? I'm just not finding the stuff like I was. I can't rely on just in the winter looking in charity shops. I have tried a bit of RA. I find with RA, like the margins are much, well, unless you're very lucky, I guess, and it is a lot to do with knowledge. If you know, wow, I could get that and I know I could flip it for that. Otherwise, the margins, it can be quite tricky. They can be quite small. I think it's a bit like, I won't talk about Amazon because I don't know anything about it, but I find the margins can be quite small. So I'm not really loving RA, and also because the thrill of the hunt kind of thing is a bit different. Like, it's not, I suppose you are finding treasure because if you find a bargain, but I feel like we've got to get, I know I have, and maybe we all do need to get more savvy at being so switched on with what sells, because if you're laying out more money, you've got to be much more certain of it that you're going to get that return and you're going to actually make some money. So I've done a bit of RA, online shopping, sourcing, and but the boots this year have just been pretty dire. They were so bad. I got nothing on Saturday and I got nothing the Sunday before. So this Sunday I didn't even bother going. I'm just waiting for the families to come back out. So I guess, yeah, real diversification. It's harder work. But yeah, I think going forward, so that's going to be the thing. So my bits coming in are a bit sporadic at the moment. Obviously, I'm not going to, I just watch Mel actually on Sparrow's End. Obviously, you're not going to go, oh, if it's RA. So again, for me, it's going to be less haul videos. Actually, somebody else was doing less haul videos just because was Emma reseller, because she feels less confident about, what she's saying things will sell for. What else is going on in the, somebody called Thailand Heron there. Hearing more and more eBay talk from charity shop workers. Ow. Yeah, do you know, funny enough, I actually went on one of the big charity shops store, and I'd looked through and thought, maybe I can buy from them through, their online. And it was a bit like when you go into one of the shops and you're like, you're never going to get that, don't you? Like, everything started at $4.99 plus shipping, and it wasn't good stuff. It's just like, oh, okay. I guess some of the stuff is good that they must be hiving off to go online. TK Maxx is good for clothing RA. Monumental. Yeah, I've heard about people doing well with that. TK Maxx it's weird because I'm quite happy to be at a car boot and rummage through boxes to look for stuff, or a jumble. But whenever I've been into TK Maxx, it's just scared me because there's rails and rails of it, and I'm just like, I just don't know where to start. I'd prefer my choices to be cut down, but that is something where you've got to be clued up, I think, on what's in demand. Yeah, Indy, you've done brilliantly on building up contacts. Yeah. Oh, so if you're looking for a particular style, not necessarily a brand, Google is a good search. Oh. Oh yeah, because I don't I don't really follow any fashion bloggers. I probably should. Only that one that I've got on Insta, which occasionally gives me a small snapshot of what they think's coming up. It's not always true. Hi Duncan, morning, glad to catch your live, Shelley. Oh, thank you. Thanks so much for your advice with clothing and your content. I had a great few months saving up for moving abroad. Fun, but definitely. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, have fun. That's really nice to hear. Paul, doing really well at the moment. I tried to fill out all item specifics. Yeah, 20 per item, is it? Jesus H. Even the pointless ones, like modification. Yeah. So I just spat them. 3 you can go to their unit or their back alley, A&D. Yeah, right, okay, yeah, that's it. I'm going to stop waffling and get on with some work. Anyway, I'm in an emergency situation to get that cardigan packaged up for that lady. Yeah, well, we'll just have to keep on keeping on, won't we? And help each other out. Yeah, have a good day, everybody, anyway. See you all later in the stream. Yes.